This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian.
I'm gonna cut you off. Just don't even do it. Just don't even do that. Did you just get right into it? What's going on with your face?
Right before. See me, you hear me? The right side of my face, I just feel like it's not moving as fast as the left side. And I asked Sebastian if I look like I might be having a stroke because I feel like it's not. I literally gotta warm up.
Well, first of all, I don't even know what I don't know what a stroke looks like.
It's like when you half your face, you look like, I hate to say it, Mary Jo after your bullet. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Right. I did.
No one knows who Mary Jo is.
All right.
You got to be deep into your 40s to know who Mary Jo is.
Shit. Oh, all right.
Botafuco you were talking about, right?
Absolutely, man. I thought that was so known. I didn't even think I had to drop the last name. You're telling me no one knows it. I'm acting like it's Stallone. You could just say Sly.
Yeah.
Sorry for the water. I'm trying to wake up the right side of my face with some fucking cold water.
But I don't know what a stroke, like if you were having one, do you know, is it like a heart attack where or is it you're just having it and you gotta tell people you're having it?
I think it's B. Like I've read stuff where they're like, signs of a stroke, like having trouble speaking. So it's not like it's embarrassing. It's like you don't even know you have one. People are like, hey, you been fucking drinking? What the fuck? And you're like, no. And you go, well, then you're having a stroke. So then when you feel like I feel, there's tests you're supposed to do to let you know. But,
All right. Do you know the tests?
No, I don't. I'm looking at myself in the camera. I still look good. God. I want to go to get the fucking virus because I got the stroke. Forget it. I'd rather just take a cold bath. But anyway, what's going down, bro? We're back. Good to be hanging.
Yeah, so give us a rundown. Give me some highlights of the Adirondacks. Was it worth it? Tell me.
I got a lot of notes, and I don't want to get overly do the show with that, but it's a lot of work, and there's a couple things I definitely want to hit on. But something happened this morning, and I don't want to get too crass with the listeners, but I need your opinion, and this is fucked up, all right? So Jackie goes for a run this morning. Our new neighbors move in. They got a young girl, about Sadie's age, who comes over, and immediately they go play, right? So now I got about an hour and a half. I'm literally going to sit on the porch and do some notes with the cast. I sit down, and I smell dog shit. I got the little dog now, but it doesn't do nothing like that. So I'm checking my slippers, nothing, right? So then I go back to writing, and then I get another whiff. And I look over my railing on my front porch, right up about a foot away from the house in my nice mulch with the spread bushes and stuff. There's a dog shit, and it's like it's a little on the dried outside. It's been there, and it looks like it's got to be. I mean, I ain't no Cherokee Indian, but I think it's like a 50-pound dog. If you're studying shit, right? So I go to get the broom handle and the whatever, the rake, and I come back. Dude, I would have left a photo, but I couldn't. 9 more of them lined up about a foot to 2 feet apart, running the length of the lawn house, all the same amount of... it's a calculated hit, bro. Is it... Is it... I had to go get a big bag that I filled up, see my hands like this much, and tie it up. Luckily, it was already a day to put the garbage out, so I just added it to the end of the driveway. And I told Jackie about it. She's like, I saw one time. You sure it's not a deer or something? These weren't pellets. It smelled like dog shit. I'm not a dummy. It's dog shit, right? And she's going, well, maybe it's a roaming animal. And then Sadie goes, Yeah, but a roaming animal, even if it is a deer, it's going number 2 in the same spot every day.
Yeah.
And even if it's a dog, the same spot. And the last one that I got today was still on the soft side. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning when I was out there with my coffee. It looked like about, again, I don't want to be racist, but I don't know if I'm no Indian here. Felt like about 5 o'clock dump if I was tracking. Right?
5 a.m.?
5 a.m. So already set my fucking thing for 4:45 tomorrow. Still got the espresso machine from you, an espresso. Gonna get a nice coffee. I'm gonna sit right inside the window starting at 4:50. And I'm going to see what's up, because I honestly think, bro, does this not seem to you that somebody's waiting for their dog to hold it in and then give him a little slap on the butt going, go ahead, boy, go ahead, boy. And 10, and I was gone 10 days. That's how long I was on vacation for my camping trip. It's like somebody knew. Somebody knew, bro, the minute I left.
Is it the neighbor?
The neighbor? Who he's literally the old neighbor, right? He literally is moving the last of his stuff out right now. There's closing tomorrow. He bought a house about 4 doors down. He walks a lab every night. That shit's about the size of this shit would be. And Jackie's like, no way. Why would he do that? And da da da. And he's the only one coming to mind, man.
Oh, I thought it was the new neighbor. Maybe the new neighbor had a dog, and this is a new... Because this is something that's you've never seen before. Yeah.
No. Hold on. Hey, Jackie! Yo! Can you stop what you guys are doing?
You don't
tell
get
Mom to
this
stop vacuuming.
You don't get this in any other podcast, by the way.
DJ...
Is vacuuming.
My mic is better now. She can't do that stuff right now.
You don't get this in other podcasts. This is unique to the Pete and Sebastian show that this happens. This is something that you're never going to see on the Joe Rogan show.
DJ Hank fixed my mic, and he's like, do not move anymore at all, or it's going to pick everything up. So... she came home and started vacuuming. So anyway, man, what do you think, man? That's pretty...
Well, this is a new thing, so that's why I asked if it was the new neighbor, and the new neighbor had a dog, and this is something that they were doing.
He doesn't even have a dog, and he literally doesn't even... he didn't even move in yet.
Do you have someone picking up your mail? Does someone know that you were gone for 10 days?
No, my in-laws were picking up my mail, and we had the camper on the driveway for 2 days airing out, getting prepared. So if you walked by with a dog, you would know once the Tahoe and the camper are gone, I'm gone.
So this is my analysis of this. Someone in the area doesn't like you. This is a calculated hit.
Thank you, bro.
And actually, it might have stopped now because they know you're home.
I know. Pisses me off, man. I know, right? Fuckers.
So, yeah, I think you got hit, bro. And I don't see... because if you're walking a dog and they take a dump, normally the people pick up the... and this is so close to the house, right? Is this something that they would actually have to go out of their way to go and take a dump where they took it? Or is this like, oh, yeah, this is where a dog would take a dump?
No, we're talking, I'm like about, I don't know, 50 feet, 60 feet from the sidewalk.
Man.
Yeah, and then you're coming into my bushes on the mulch. And even if you're walking your dog off the leash, once, twice, you're on your phone, you don't notice it. 10 times in a row? Come on, man. You know what your dog is doing. I am impressed a little bit at being able to train your dog to shit exactly where you want it to, though. That is pretty impressive.
Well, first of all, if you're walking 50, 60 feet onto somebody's property, I'm here to argue that that's home invasion. I mean,
well, I think he's doing like letting the dog off the leash and like telling it where to go. Yeah, that's my thing. That's why I'm getting up at 4:45. Is there a man with a leash in my mulch? I looked for footprints. I didn't see any though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what happens when you take a dog out for a walk. I've never had a dog, so generally speaking, do they dump in or around the same house every time, or what's the dump schedule?
They do tend to get into a tad of a routine, much like a man would, but not to the point where, oh, there's that house. Let me do a 60-foot dash up to the base of the house and take a shit in the guy's mulch. I mean, that's a unexpected. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. And then here's the worst part, dude. I go to get the one, and then I realize there's 9 more. So I got to go back to the garage to get a bigger rake and a bigger bag. And I felt like the guy was somewhere out there watching me behind a tree or something, like laughing, watching me tie it up. Rake. Oh, man. I that's all. I'll leave it at that, man. But I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, let me know. This is going to be interesting. I don't think you're going to find anybody or catch anybody red-handed because this perpetrator knows that you are now home and is going to lay off. But I think they basically gave you the finger with a pile of shit.
I think you're right. God, man, somebody got one over on me. Fucking weak move. So, anyway, camping trip, bro. Incredible. 10 days straight out there in the middle of the woods, but the level of work, I can't even begin to tell you. Like, just to try and, just to plow through it at the beginning really quick about how much work. You're driving 5.5 hours with the camper on the back. Then when we get to our site, I'm not good at parking it. I can't back it in, and Jackie can't either. I mean, it's a fight every time, and every time it gets to the point where one year, I told you, last year, a man was standing outside while I'm trying to back it in, right? He's at the site next to me, so he comes over, and he's doing one of those, turn it a little to the right, now a little to the right, and I'm just looking at him, doing what he's telling me. Oh, shit, I dropped my camera. Oh, shit, fucking mess.
So you're backing this thing in.
Yeah.
This was last year, and some guy was trying to help you. But to that point, did that guy just offer a hand, or did you say, hey, guy, could you guide me in?
No, he came over and just offered a hand. But the thing is, when you go to back those in, you start blocking other campers coming through that want to get to their spot.
Oh, God, the pressure.
Right? So, and then you get stuck, and you can't. And I didn't even tell you this last year. We got to the point where he's telling me left, he's telling me right. Then, you know what he says to me? He comes up to my door and says, hey, if you don't mind, you want me to just hop in there and do it for you? And I couldn't throw it and park fast enough. I mean, I'm talking about being a woman, man. Just throw it and park. I'm like, go ahead, guy. Oh, God, did I just say that? Anyway, I stepped right out, and he did it, So, and Jackie was like, oh, my God, I can't believe you let a man get in your car and do that. And I was like, I couldn't get it in, right? So this year, again, I pull up, and I'm not going to do all the bullshit. I can't get it in. So I tell Jackie, we gotta lift it and roll it. It's a pop-up, so before you open it up, I have leather gloves, and if I lift it and I make Sadie and they all roll with me, we can hand roll it the rest of the way if I unlatch it. So we do all that. And we go to roll it in, and it's a little hill, and we can't get it up the hill, right? So now I gotta send Jackie to this campsite next to us. There's a couple of 18-year-old kids. And she goes, can you guys come over here and help my husband roll the camper into the site? So a couple high school kids came over, and, they lifted that bitch up, put it right in. I'm like, thanks, fellas. I'm already, here we go. So... and dude, bottom line is it was a great trip. We had so much fun doing this and that. But about 4 days in, well, we did hiking, camping, took Sadie up 3,000 feet hike. She did. She was great. It's going to rain, right? So turns out it's going to be a bad rain. Hurricanes from the east, from Puerto Rico, are coming through. We didn't know it was going to be that bad. So it's going to rain. We're sitting in the camper, and it's pouring rain. And you're kind of having a fun little day, but the whole day goes by, and it's still coming down. Now it's about 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it's coming down hard. And then we get a text from these friends of ours that are there, that Sadie plays with their friend. They have a site but they also have their parents. I told you about them last year. Have a house up on the hill. So they text us going, hey, we left our site and we went up the hill. If you want to come up here and join us, we don't want to scare you, but there's been tornado warnings for the campground. And then Jackie Googles it, and there is till like 10 p.m. tornado warnings. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, and then she says, and in 1995, there was what's called a microburst, which is a small tornado that pops up in like in the mountains like that, and it wiped out 8 sites and killed somebody. So right, so and now it is pouring and thundering and lightning, and you know, Sadie's like, "What's going on?" And me and Jackie are reading this, and it's basically a tent, a pop-up camper. It's all tent, you know. So it's shaking pretty good, and I'm like, oh, we're fine. I go, 1995, is that going to be another one? We're not going up there, and everyone was in agreement. And then it's really pouring down. About a half hour later, my whole awning over the camper that comes with it comes crashing down. The poles, and the whole camper shakes. Sadie starts crying. Oh, my God. Dude, I swear to God, I thought we were fucking blown away. I thought we were blowing away. Turns out the rain, that was so bad, it loaded up the awning, and the aluminum sides couldn't hold the weight of the water and just broke it, right? And it rained for 2 days straight. And now,
God. And
I got this little dog. It's a good dog, but what the fuck? It's got to go outside. Every time you step outside, you step into your flip-flops, and you just sink into mud and water all in your flip-flops, and you're just soaked. And then we had an empty milk gallon we fill with water, and every time you're getting back into the camper, you got to lean your foot out and rinse it off. Oh, man.
Listen.
Yeah.
What the hell do you do for 2 days in a small camper? Or what do you do in there? What the hell do you do?
Well, we ended up buying 5 tarps at the local store, and I put them over my tent, and we would cook outside. Then there's a really great souvenir store we went to, and we hiked in the woods a little bit in the rain. It doesn't really get through. But yeah, dude, bottom line, when it rains and you're camping, it's over. It's over. There's no middle ground with camping. Rain fucking sucks. Done. Pack it up. I mean, you're miserable, bro. I'm so miserable. We're ready to call it. I mean, we love this trip. Every year we wait. So then all of our clothes are soaked and dirty. So I go up to this little, summertime liquor store / souvenir store, and I notice right next to it is some bullshit laundromat. No one even attends it. They got 2 washers and 3 dryers, and 1 dryer is still left. So I throw all my clothes in there, and we're talking, this thing is about 50 yards outside of the entrance of a state campground, and I'm just using the dryer. You know how many dog beds and tents? Like, my clothes aren't even done drying yet. This is the next day when the sun finally came out on the 3rd day, and people were walking in with wet tents, waiting for me to finish drying my T-shirts. Oh, God, I didn't even wash them. I mean, I was so nasty, bro. It's so nasty. And then this is the part I want to tell you about. Every night we walk over to the 1 showers they have, right? I use the men's, obviously I use the women's. Luckily, there's never a wait or anything because a lot of people have RVs, so they do all that in their RVs. But I go in, and like I literally thought of you, how like you would be like, this is fucking insane. Right before we go in, I have my little bar of soap. I got my $5 flip flops on. In my hand, I got my fresh shorts and my underwear. No shirt on with my chains. Jackie squirts shampoo in my dry head because I don't want to carry the shampoo in there and put it down on the nasty shit tile. I walk in. I press the button. You press the button on the shower, and it gives you a certain amount of time with the water. You can repress it. And I shower up, right? So the first time I'm in there, I hear 2 boys. They must be brothers. They're on a shower already. They're showering on each side of me, and they're laughing with each other. And then I come in, I hit the thing, and I'm showering, and I hear one of them say something like, to his brother, something goofing with him. And the brother goes, "There's somebody between us, dummy." And the little brother goes, "Oh, I didn't know." And then there's a pause, and that same little brother goes, "How are you, guy in the middle?"
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like trying to, they're like 10 years old. Like, I'm going to fucking join in your conversation in this shithole. Oh my. So, I don't even respond. And then the older brother goes, "Just finish up, Tommy." And in my head, I'm like, yeah, fucking finish up, Tommy. All right. Your vacation continues when you get the fuck out of this bathroom.
Oh, that's all you need is to say something, and then they go back to their campground and go, "Mommy, there was someone talking to us in the shower." What?
Yeah. Oh. And this is the kind of thing that when I get out, when you go to dry before you come out, like sometimes like you'll trip on your flip flop. And just your arm will lean up against the tile. Now you got to go back in. You got to go back in and do a rundown on the shoulder. I swear to God. So then, now, bro, I don't want to play with your emotions, but I got very emotional one night. I got to walk you through this one. We're doing a late night shower. It's about 9 o'clock at night, so it's dark. I go in the shower, and always go to the first one if it's available. Now the third one down, while I'm showering, I start to hear a man talking with a woman, right? And then I'm like, come on, what are you doing a romantic in this nastiness? You guys are like. That was my first.
Wait. They're in the shower?
They're in their own separate stall shower in the men's bathroom at about 9 o'clock at night. No one usually is. They're 24-hour showers, but no one's usually showering now. So, and I hear them talking and giggling, and I'm like, oh, God, now I'm trying to take a shower, and they're fooling around down there, right? And then I get out, and there's like a 8-year-old boy, like Sadie's age, already dried off, waiting for them. So I'm like, what kind of, it's like, I'm at that. So now I'm waiting for Jackie and Sadie. And this time we drove to the bathroom because it was late at night. So I'm in the Tahoe in the front waiting for them. It's dark out. The bathroom opens up where I was showering. So the man and woman are now coming out. All right. Yeah. All right. The woman's in a wheelchair. The man is pushing her, and the child is now on her lap holding their lamp, and they're going back to there. He was bathing her because she was paralyzed from the waist down. Bro, tears coming down the sides of my face in the fucking Tahoe.
Bro, I almost cried.
Oh,
I had to get it back. I had to go back in because we're on the cast. But
it was so touching. I'm barely into camping with 2 feet, and here's this guy wheeling the wife, and they're doing this wonderful thing, and it was just like, man.
And all did you go back and think, oh, God, I was pissed off at these two 10 minutes ago?
Not only that, I told Jackie, I go, Jack, I was this close to yelling on my way out, "Don't do it in the bathroom!" I almost yelled that out to them. Don't do it in the bathroom. Holy shit, that would have been embarrassing.
Oh, God.
And in closing, this last story leads to something I want to ask you about. One day, well, now we had some nice days in a row, and you got the kids, you know how it is. You want to show them the best time possible. So I got this big raft we bought there. It's like fucking 9 feet long, man. It's like holds 700 pounds, one of them big mamas. And we're taking it back from the lake to the site after the first day of using it. I said to Sadie, we got to throw this on top of the roof of the Tahoe. And I go, I'm going to need some help. You want to stand on the floorboards outside the car with me and hold on? And she's like, of course, right? And we got to go around the entire campsite to get back to ours. And it's bumpy. And Jackie can do like 10 miles an hour. But she's standing outside next to me, standing on the floorboard, holding on to the inside. And we're passing people. And you could just see parents thinking like, how fucking dumb is this dad? Letting his kid stand on the outside of a goddamn truck over these bouncy roads. And she's in flip-flops, all right?
Oh.
And I'm telling her, you got to lean back on the turn. So she's like leaning back, right? So I go to Sadie, if you fall and get hurt, me and Mom are going to have to tell people something else happened to you. and she's holding on, and she goes, why? And Jackie goes, because they'll take you away from us. Right? So then we're rounding a bend, and there's two kids playing out in the front of the road, and they're like 10 years old, and they step to the side, and their mommy's over here like working the grill leg for dinner, and the one boy goes, that's dumb what they're doing. And we're going by, and the mother goes, it's none of our business, right? And then I say, as we go on by, I go, you're right, Toots, it is none of your business, right? And then Jackie's like, Toots. And I'm like, well, that's what I said to the mom. I go, yeah, you're right, Toots, it is none of your business, as we kept going by, holding on. And this is why, bro, the past two nights in the camper, we were able to get reception with Netflix. I've been watching this Sinatra doc. Have you seen it? Oh. I think that's why I threw out a Toots without even thinking about it. Because I don't know where it came from. I even think the lady was looking at me like, Toots? The fuck? Is Jimmy Cagney on the side of that fucking top?
Oh my God! It seeped in. It just seeped in to your word selection without you even knowing.
And where does that fall under today's rules? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is that term of endearment?
I don't know. I don't know if that's borderline Me Too or what the hell that is.
But great trip, man. Great. Lot of work, though. Lot of work. Saw Sigourney Weaver's compound again.
Is it? Where is it?
It's on Long Lake, man. We rent a boat every year. That's another thing. Shit, I'm out there. We rent a boat, and the lady half tells me how to start it, and then she walks away, and I can't get it started when we're leaving the dock. And then the owner comes walking over. And, bro, you know this. You know, like, what I know about engines, right? What do they always hit you with? When you can't get something started and then someone else that fixer comes over, oh, I flooded it. I fucking flooded it. I flooded it. What the fuck when you flooded it? I turned the ignition. It sucks. It didn't go on. So I tried it 2 more times. So anyway, man, we take that boat out of the lake and...
So is this a motor, like a steering boat, or you steer it from the motor?
It's it's a motor on the back, but you steer it from a steering wheel, and you got to back out of the dock. So I'm backing out, doing reverse, and then you're going to hit boats behind you. And Jackie's like, forward, forward. And then I go forward, and then I'm going to go back into the dock. And she's like, it's half the trip is just nerve-wracking. I would say 10 times a day I was taking Daddy Longlegs by one leg and just flicking them away, like not even caring.
Yeah, the boat thing is, where would you rate your boat skills?
Oh, man, on a scale of 1 to 4 or 5, I'm like a 1, bro. I'm horrible, and I don't like to go fast. And anytime I'm going fast and a boat comes by, I feel like their wake is going to make me flip. And Jackie calls me a pussy and go faster. And yeah. How about you? You any good?
I've never. I've steered a boat with somebody that was steering it. Like you ever get on a boat, guy knows what he's doing, and then as you're going, he goes, "Yeah, you want to grab the wheel?" And I grabbed the wheel for a couple of,
right.
Yeah. That's it. I'm done.
It. You ever had that too? When someone asks you if you want to grab the wheel and you don't even wanna. Right, like they think you're dying to, and you don't even want to. So you think, hey, all right, I gotta just, want to try? I knew that was coming.
Yeah, like they're looking at you like you were too bashful to ask because you really wanted to learn how to boat when you're 50.
Yeah, exactly. Or that I've been listening well enough to you that now I think I can handle it, Bill. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Well, where are you on news? Like, it's funny now, I'm 47, and are you just done learning stuff? I mean, at a certain age, don't you just say, yeah, I'm never going to really know how to do a boat or back a boat into a dock, or are there things that are out there that you still need to accomplish?
Accomplish, yes, but learn?
I guess learn. Yeah. Like, learn to do.
Well, listen, I tell you no, because really, just be better at the things I know, really more than anything. But, and this made me think of you, bro. I'm on that lake, sitting there. We put her in, turned it off, and we're just floating. And there's these beautiful homes on Long Lake, just the compound. They call them camps, but these big homes, and then they have smaller homes on them. And, you only get like 2-3 months out of them in the summer, but like it's amazing. So I'm looking at one, and it's a big, this guy's got everything. It's gorgeous. The floating dock, the gorgeous mahogany boat. And then he's got like this, lean-to, a big, beautiful lean-to. I couldn't see what was in there, what was going on. And then we go away and we come back on the lake, back about an hour later towards him. The lean-to thing is open.
What's a lean-to?
It's like it's got 3 walls. It's got the wall and the back and the roof, but like a picture of a garage with no door.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's 2 tracks, and the guy comes rolling out in a seaplane, and the tracks go right down into the water. He slides down into the water, turns the ignition, puts out past us, gives us a wave, lines up, boom! The guy's up in the air in like 300 yards, man, and it didn't look that hard. And I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting myself a seaplane someday, flying around the Adirondacks. So, like,
you can't even back your camper into the site. You want to fly a plane?
Oh shit! Oh, that's right, man. Baby steps. Holy shit! But you know what I'm saying? Bill Burr with the helicopter? What are you thinking, man? Anything?
No, I don't know. I mean, I would like to take a boat out. That is kind of my goal. I wouldn't mind taking a nice 30-foot boat on the Atlantic in Miami, dropping anchor, jumping in the water, and then coming back. I just... That's one thing I want to learn how to do. And I see these guys dock, and it's like, how the hell? Like, you ever look at someone going, oh, wow, if I were to do that, I'd rip the dock apart. Like, I'd literally be on land with the boat. My brain don't even work right anymore, where I would be reversing going, oh, no, that's drive.
Right. And then you get nervous, right? Then you get all nervous, and then you make, and you got to think quickly, and I can't either, man. I'm like, I freak the fuck out. That's what you got to do. You got to hire a guy, and I'm just like, listen, I just need you to pull me in and out of the marina, and then you can go nap.
I just tell the guy, pull me out, and then just jump off, swim back, take your car, and meet me where I'm going.
That's it, man. Get me out there. I'll put you on the dinghy. You go back. That would be a good look for you, man. I could see you getting into that, man. Wearing all the white with the white loafers, right? Just a devastating tan. Just a tan when, as you're coming into the marina at first look, they think you're like from the Caribbean, bro. Right?
Oh, they look at me and go, oh, this is... You ever get these guys on a boat that look like... I don't know if just it's a tan from 20 years of boating, or is that the actual... Like, if they weren't in the sun for 3 weeks... Does that tan go away, or is that just in the melatonin of the skin?
I think it's embedded, bro. I think it's embedded. You know when you got, like, as we get older, when you got a really good tan, but now we're older, like if you crink your neck, the skin looks leathery right there. Their whole body is that, right? But like deep, dark. I know what you're saying. You ever see those the guys you're talking about, when they get on the dock, they look mad that they had to come to land to get shit. You know what I mean? Like, they can't wait to get back out there.
Oh, God, yeah. Especially when they get on the edge of the boat and you're bringing the thing in, and then they got to tie the rope to the dock. You see how easy they make that look?
Slide right in. I know. And I like boating. Like, we get one once a year for the trip. And even then, like, you get it for all day. So you have it from like 7 in the morning if you want till 6 at night. We didn't take it till 2. So we had 4 hours. And even that was an hour too much for me, man. It's fun, but it's like after a while. I mean, if it's a place, it was not a hot day. If it was a hot day, you can jump in and out, and that's more fun. But just boating around, I don't know.
Yeah, I fear if I took the boat out and you're in like vast waters like a Pacific or Atlantic Ocean, that I would lose sight of land and go, man, how do we get back?
No shit, bro. And if you don't know how to read your shit, you think you're going closer to land, but you're going away from land. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that freak you out? Some people love that. They're being in a giant sailboat and they're out in the middle of the ocean, crossing going to Europe, and it's a nice calm day, and they're just on. Like, would you jump in?
Jump in the water?
Yeah.
You know, I've been on vacations where I've been on boats, and the guy takes us out. I'll give you an example. Went to the Amalfi Coast for our honeymoon. Guy took us out. Drop the anchor and go ahead, go in. And I go, is the question everybody asks. Any sharks around here? Okay. I've never heard anybody say yeah.
Yeah.
They're always no, they don't come here. In the back of my mind, I'm always thinking there'd be like a stray that swam off the flock, right?
Yeah.
And they're lost, right? Maybe the shark's lost. You ever think a shark might take a wrong turn, or you think they constantly know where they're going?
No, they never stop moving. If a shark stops swimming, it'll die. It has to. Even when it sleeps, it moves. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So no, I think, like you said, man, I think they just motor along. You heard about that lady, right? A couple of weeks back.
No.
In Maine, she was swimming in Maine, 20 yards off the coast of some beach town, with her daughter, and it's cold in Maine, so she's wearing a wetsuit. Great white shark mistaken her for a seal, and killed her, right? Because apparently there's a new law now protecting the seals. So now there's more seals. So now there's more sharks in this particular area. Now, God rest that woman's soul, but if you lived in that town, when would you swim again in that water?
I'm not going to the beach again. I'm not even going on the sand.
I would be banging a for sale sign in like before sunrise. I literally think I got a fucking stroke, bro. I said sunrise. This is scary. I wish we still had DJ Lou. We could run a test, man. So I'm gonna Google that shit. They say you can't feel you can't raise your hands and stuff. I can do all that. I don't know.
Hold on. Get rid of this call. Hold on. Let me. I got a computer here. I could look up signs of a stroke. I mean, what are you feeling?
I feel like my mouth, I feel like I had Novocaine and it's wearing off and I can't speak properly. I'm having a speech impediment. And by the way, I just leaned over and I meant to show you. I forgot it for camping, but I pulled it out to show you last cast and I ended up leaving it here in my studio. Bro.
Is that the...
Shingetti. That's it, dude.
the Shingetti makes it appear.
Bad. That's bad fur, bro. That the guy killed with this knife and made a holder out of it.
Oh,
I made that part up. But bear fur. I forgot it camping because I wanted to show it to you. I left it here. Jackie made me sleep with an axe next to my bed in the pop-up because that was the only weapon I had. Fucking axe. I said to Jackie, I don't even think I got it in me to axe a person.
But if you had the Shingetti, you could take care of him?
Shingetti seems more proper. I mean, even if the man was attacking my wife, axe him? You know how much therapy I said to Jackie I would need after axing a man in the head, right? Jesus, I don't think you ever get over that. Just give him a nice stab with the Shinget, baby. Stroke's feeling better.
Hey, I'm gonna give you the signs of a stroke, all right?
Yes, please do, man.
Sudden numbness or weakness in the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side of the body.
Bro, that's exactly why we're doing this Google. That's what I'm feeling on my face. Let me feel the rest of my body. That feels normal.
Sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or difficulty understanding speech. I haven't heard any of that. I could understand you fine.
Okay, I understand you fine.
Sudden trouble seeing in one or both eyes.
No, I think I'm good. I'm good. If I don't have, come on.
And then one more I'll give you. Sudden trouble walking, dizziness, loss of balance, or lack of coordination.
All right, it's just the speech thing. It seems to be floating around there. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too much Nicorette gum or something. Sorry, bro. I know you were rooting for one.
Oh, God. Hold on here.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Yeah, okay. Good.
Do you start to, feels like as you've gotten older doing this show together, it seems like you've gotten less worried about your health instead of more worried about it.
It's funny you ask. So today I had a blood draw for my physical. I get a physical once a year, and they send a guy out to the house, takes your blood, and then they do like a virtual consultation over Zoom because people don't want to go into the doctor's office and what have you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I told you the last physical I had, they told me I had a little blockage in the Widowmaker. Not a lot, just a little bit. To possibly be concerned down the road. So he gave me these supplements to take. The other option was go on some like heart medication. I go, I ain't going on heart medication.
No.
Just give me the supplements. I'll do this naturally.
Right.
But, with the pandemic and what have you, my health hasn't been optimal. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've been knocking down some meat. And eggs and drinking some wine, and my exercise hasn't been at the level that it normally has. So he took the blood, and today I had like a croissant, which I never have a croissant, and I stuffed it. I stuffed it with salmon, avocado, tomatoes, eggs, and bacon. Right? I made it.
Wow!
I made a breakfast sandwich.
Fantastic.
I told my wife, she goes, what are you doing? I said, I know I'm going to get the results back and it's going to say I'm passing away. So this is kind of like my last meal, right?
Last meal guilt-free, man. Exactly. Yeah, you're going to be fine, man. So when is he calling you today?
Within 24 hours to 24 to 48 hours, I'll get the results back and we'll go over the results over the phone. So plus I pissed in a cup. Now let me ask you this on the urine sample.
Yeah.
You ever look at your urine, doing a sample and going, just on the color alone, going, that looks. I even brought it out to the guy, and I go, honest to God, where does that urine fall? Just on color alone.
Oh shit! What do you like? You like a bright yellow or a clear white, man?
Well, I take a lot of like vitamins and supplements, so that thing comes out looks like a lightning bug, right? This fucking thing is like
like a neon stream. Oh shit!
This thing literally, I bring it out in a cup in the bag. It's glowing. I mean, you could light the neighborhood with this thing.
This sounds flammable.
With the amount of vitamins in this thing, I mean, it literally could cure a horse if it was sick. So I go, listen, honest to God, does someone ever bring out piss? And in your head you go, ooh, they got something. Like, yeah, I told the guy, like, somebody ever bring out like almost like brown, like muddy piss, you know, like lake water. You ever get that?
Oh shit! Really thick, rusty water. Oh god, yeah. I've done that at the doctors, and I'm like, oh god, they're not gonna let me leave the building when they look at this fucking thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, has anybody ever brought their urine out? And the whole office were like, we need to call an ambulance.
I can't believe you waited this long. This is orange. It's like marmalade. Jesus. Oh, God.
Oh, God, bro.
So
I don't know. I was proud of
him.
It's like funny, like, I don't think these people get talked to a lot, you know, like it's just like, it's like robots, and there's your arm and a thing, blood, thank you, goodbye. I don't think anybody comes out and goes, listen, have you ever taken a look at somebody's urine and said, I gotta call a medical team here? A guy was stunned.
I bet.
Yeah, he goes, I just take it in and I give it, like, that's what I would be doing if I was a nurse and somebody brought the piss out. I'd look at the person and go, you happy with that?
Right. I'd be like, you want to go drink more and come back tomorrow? This color, I'll tell you from experience, this is just going to lead to more tests. You know, I feel like when I joke, I know you got the one doctor you've become friendly with now, but when I'm around doctors, and I find that they don't want to laugh with you, because if they do get a bad test, it's going to be easier for them to tell you you're dying if they don't know you, right? If they have a moment with you, then they're going to feel bad because now they kind of know you and you're dying, but he doesn't know you. So it's like, just keep it cold, man. Keep it cold. You're not going to have a cup of coffee with the enemy before you go into battle with him, right? You know. So,
oh, God.
You should have hit that after the results.
Well, listen, I got a relationship. I'm friendly with my pediatrician, but my primary care doctor for myself, we're friendly. But I mean, it's not like I've golfed with him or went out to dinner with him. But I call him, or when he calls, I go right off the bat. Am I dying? That's what I say, because I don't want the hello. What's going on? Not a pandemic. And then we ease into, hey, you might want to come in for a scan.
Yeah.
I just go, am I dying? What's going on? He's like, you're not dying. Everything's okay. But like, that's what I want to hear. I don't want like the, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Because I don't know if you've ever... you ever listening to a message that you're unfamiliar with the person delivering the message? Like, you ever get a message, hi, Pete Corielli, this is
Holy shit, right? That gets you nervous, man. It's
where they use the first and last name, and then they identify themselves as, this is Julie Nurnberg from HX Agnostics. I'm calling. right there, I passed away, planned my funeral, and
Right.
there's just a lot going on in the introduction.
I know. And then you usually follow with the, can you call us back as soon as you get a second? Oh, my God. By the way, this doctor you have, what if he took you at your word and, God forbid, a test came back and you have like 6 weeks, and then he calls you and you go, am I dying? And he goes, yes, in about 6 weeks. Are you gonna be mad at him? Are you gonna be like, guy, what the fuck? Get some bedside manner.
I would go, guy, you're supposed to ask me how I'm doing during COVID. How you doing not going to work? I mean, I don't know how they do it, these doctors. I don't know how the hell these doctors do it where they got to deliver this type of news.
But he's going to say, I was going to do the whole COVID thing, and 6 weeks is a long time. You can build up a lot of memories in 6 weeks. But you always answer and say, am I dying? So I'm answering you. Sadly, yes.
Oh, God, man.
There are going to be people. There would be people, if I had limited time, there would be people that are going to call, that are going to want to spend time with you, and you're going to have to say to them, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. When I thought I had 20 years, I'd waste a Sunday with you. But I got a month left, and you are not on the calendar, guy.
Oh, God.
Right? Don't waste a moment, man.
Oh, my God.
All right, lighter note. What do you got?
Let me take you back. I did a little staycation of my own.
Yeah, nice.
So this was last Saturday, a couple Saturdays ago. We did that beach now thing, the beach concierge.
Is that the thing you did last time? What do you mean? No,
did I tell you this already?
No, I mean, this isn't that hotel you went to. You didn't go back to.
No. Remember, I was telling you, I went to the beach. I brought the stroller. Awful experience, right?
Yes.
Then one day I was walking on the boardwalk. I saw this beautiful setup, and I went over to the lady.
No, you didn't tell me this.
I saw a cabana set up on the beach, and throw pillows and blankets. There was, chairs.
Yeah.
Thermos. I go, this is a beautiful setup. So I said, is this like yours? She goes, no, it's a company. It's my own company. It's called Beach Now. It's out here in Los Angeles. They set up the entire setup for you, from towels to chairs to a cabana to umbrellas. They bring beach games.
Holy shit, dude.
Refreshments, football, soccer ball, what have you. And then if you want lunch, they order lunch. They bring lunch to the. I go, give me your card, right?
I love it, man. Holy.
So that's all you got to bring is you. That's it.
Yeah. Right.
You don't cart anything across the sand, right? You just come with your family. You sit down. The guy's there. You get his phone number. He's like, if you need anything, it's like you got like a waiter. He's like, if you need anything, let me know. He's working there's like 3 other setups he's got on the beach. This particular setup we had, it was in Venice Beach. We invited another family and 2 of their kids. They came, and we had a ball.
It's unbelievable.
Half of the battle going to the beach is the sun. You need shade, right? To bring an umbrella to the beach, that's a task. I mean, talk about some work. You got to bring the thing, and then you got to put it in. Yeah. This guy set up a cabana. It's a what?
I mean, a little umbrella is not that hard, but I know what you're saying. Like, a lot of these people got these big things, or they got the tents with the flea market tent. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, so this thing's a full cabana with sides, like weighted down with weights.
What do we got on the ground? Are we on the sand, or is there a carpet?
Carpet. Oh. It's like a really kind of tough material that's on the floor. I mean, it's like, I got to send you that. I'll post some photos.
The high-end hotel setup.
Yeah.
Right wherever you need it.
Yeah, it'd be like staying at a resort at a 5-star hotel, and this is the beach setup that you go to with your family on the private beach that the hotel owns.
Do they have, this would put it over the top, do they have any tune set up for you to play music, and do they have a TV set up by any chance? That'd be unbelievable. It would be unbelievable.
They have a speaker system that you could pipe your phone into with Bluetooth, and you play your own tunes through their speaker system.
That's fantastic, man. Ice? Do they have ice?
Yeah, ice, everything. They had, you can't drink on the beach, so by law they can't bring alcohol. But you could bring your own alcohol and whatever in your thermos or whatever. We didn't choose to do that, but I mean it's this. So my buddy who I invited, he's putting a wetsuit on. Right now, the beaches in California are not warm; they're cold, right?
Yeah. I don't frolic.
Yeah, I go in. It's not like Miami. It's not like that.
No, the problem with the Cali beaches is I'm hot at my blanket. But by the time I reach the shore, the cold breeze, I'm not hot anymore. I really don't want to go in now. And then by the time I get back to my blanket, I'm hot again. Yeah,
it's not an enjoyable water experience. When I go in Miami, I feel like I'm swimming in medicine. When I go into the ocean here, I feel like I'm going to come out with hypothermia. Right?
All right. I do like Manhattan Beach a lot in California. I really love going there.
The beach is nice, but as soon as you start getting into the water, that's where I have a problem. So this guy that I know, he goes, "You got to get a wetsuit." I go, "Well, what is this? What is this wetsuit?" He goes, "It keeps you warm." Well, a lot of surfers wear it, and he not only puts this wetsuit on, he put on shoes, wet shoes, to cover his feet. So this guy was covered from literally neck. The only thing that was exposed was his head and his hands. Right. And he's in there, and I go, "How is it?" He goes, "It's unbelievable. It's like 98 degrees. I feel when I'm outside the water." And I'm like, and he goes, "I'm getting it for my kids." So his kids are like 6 and 4. They're all going to get wetsuits. It's it'll be like a wetsuit family. Now the question to you is, it's a lot of work to get this thing on because it's like skin tight.
Yeah.
And my question is, what happened to just going into the ocean as kids and like freezing? Right?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. If it's 90 degrees out, you're psyched because we're going to be in there all day because it's, but how does it work when he comes back to the site? Is he sitting in the wetsuit or is he do the half peel down where the whole top of it dangles down like a dress?
Now he comes back to the site, he fully removes it, and this guy brought you ever see these people that are like made for the beach? They didn't really know that we were getting all these accoutrements, so they brought their equipment, their toys and whatnot.
Oh, they probably wish they knew.
Well, not necessarily, because what they did bring this beach now was like they brought the wetsuit, they brought their own lunch. She wanted to make lunch for her kids, and they had these collapsible buckets. Everything was collapsible, so like beach stuff is bulky. Yes. Everything literally squished down, so it was all flat. And it's like, man, people really have it dialed in, Like she was like, I used to come to the beach with my 2 kids, one on my chest, one on the thing, and I had a wagon and this and that and the other thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I was really kind of amazed at their beach acumen. But I got to tell you, this beach now, what a great idea. I mean, you literally when you're done, you call the guy. No cash exchange. You pay through PayPal or Venmo, whatever. Bye-bye. And he's there. and you got to break it all down.
Oh man, just hop in your car and you go home.
That's it.
Now, this is fantastic service, but I got to get back to the wetsuit for a second. How long is it? Then when he goes back in later, does he put it back on again, or does he just go in once?
You go in once and that's it. It's like a one and done. So you go in and that's your portion of the beach experience. Just that half hour. He's in there with his kids. They're boogie boarding. Comes out, he takes it off, and you don't see the guy in the water again.
I didn't see that part in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, I do it the Italian way, man. I never go in the ocean for long. I do the bop in, jump around, do the hair back, come out, and hang out. And then I'll go back in a little later on. But I mean, the wetsuit just sounds like it's going to be sitting in the sand. Then it's going to get all wet because it's wet and it's going to get sand on it, right? Oh, man, I don't know. I've seen those. I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, no, I think a wetsuit works when you have a beach house and you hang that thing to dry outside. There's like a hanger for it outside. I think that's where that would come in. But just to take that thing in a wagon to the beach is a lot of work. But we had a good time doing that.
That's fantastic. How's your swimming, by the way? I remember you were taking lessons. Are you like cutting through the waves like a
No, I didn't go in. I go knee high.
Knee high? Wait, was you going to the bathroom and getting out? Is that what you're doing?
No, I didn't go in. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little heavy.
Well, you've been saying that for 7 years, though, man.
And I kept the shirt on during the entire experience. First time I've ever done it.
Wow. And was that because of how you felt about your physique?
No confidence.
Wow.
You don't have this problem though, because you're like typically a skinny guy. I could put on some pounds real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, fast. A week, I could put 5 pounds on, no problem. If I, just eat the way I need to eat. And it was like, again, you probably can't relate, but I haven't seen this guy in a while. Not a while. I've seen him, but you ever have an experience with someone that's like, this is the first time they're going to see you without your shirt on, and you want to make that experience memorable, like
First impression, man. Absolutely.
No, I'm gonna take you through this. Like, I didn't want him going in the car and turning to his wife and go, "Geez, I didn't know he was that big." That's what I felt the conversation was going to be going home.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, someone ever take their shirt off at a pool or a beach, and let's say you're at a party, and let's say you've never seen this person, not a good friend because you probably would know all about their life, but somebody takes their shirt off and they got like a scar from here down to their stomach, right? And then you're sitting there going, "What the fuck happened there?" Right? Like you're picking shit out on their body, going, "What the fuck is that?"
And you ever wonder if they're going, "I can't believe no one's asking me about my fucking scar right now." I feel that way, bro. Even with shorts, and then on another level, like flip flops. Like perfect example, working with Regan when I would work with Brian through the time. Even when I'd see him someplace really hot in the middle of the day, like I've never seen the guy in shorts, and I'm like, it's a conscious choice by him. I can tell, and now I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Right? Like I don't think have I seen you in flip flops yet? That's like,
oh no, you'll never see me in flip flops.
Well, I mean,
no.
if I come over your house and go swimming, I'm going to see you barefoot. I'm trying to wrap my head around that fucking shit.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you wonder, are people self-conscious about how their legs look or how their body looks, or is like, did Regan get burned from the waist down in a house fire? And you don't want to, you know, like, I mean, you don't know, right?
Yeah, you're right. You don't, man. It's true.
So we did that.
That sounds unbelievable, man. I'd like to come out there and experience that, man.
That was unbelievable. I got some notes here I wrote down. So,
yeah, take your time. You're checking your notes?
Yeah, I got a bomb, but I can't tell you this right now, man. I got a fucking bomb. It's gonna have to wait until stuff materializes, but I'm working on this story, which is great for the cast. Speaking of the cast here, we got this show coming up.
Yeah.
And this Thursday. Now this will probably come out. I don't know how the timing of this episode and what we got coming on Thursday. So Thursday, what's your take on this? Just bringing people up. I got some questions for some of these listeners. One being, like, when did you hop on? How did you find out about the Pete and Sebastian show? Because this was never a show, like we were talking before we got on, about guests. And Mark Wahlberg came on, and that's how people discovered us, because they were fans of Mark. How the hell did this cast, by the way, reach 47 on the iTunes chart this week? Which I have to clarify a few things here. I got to go back a couple casts ago.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, tibia.
Tibula, yeah.
Tibula. I think it's fibula. It was fibula. I was saying tibula, but there is a tibia, I believe. Am I correct in saying that? A tibia on in your leg?
I thought there was a tibia.
So a correction there. It's not even a correction, because we still don't even know what the hell it is.
Right.
But I want to find out how people got on board on this thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, what other question? What? Some people are going, I can't wait, and I appreciate that. I really do. But that makes me feel like, are we supposed to go out and like get big, stars to join us?
No. Listen. This is going to be like this. It's going to be like this. We're talking. We're going to have an audience that we're not going to be able to see. We got 3,000 people on this thing. Sold out, bro.
Is your mom listening, watching?
I don't even know if we got her a spot.
My sister, I came home and she had a message to me going, hey, is there any way you can get us the link? Mom and Dad are coming over and we're all going to watch it from here. And then I said, I don't know. I just got home. I'll check. And then she emailed and goes, don't worry about it. Dad got the link already, but they're coming over. We're going to have dinner and watch it here. Watch, I'm like, think we're going to, this is what we, it's like, I'm afraid they're going to tune in and they're going to go, why did I have to come live? I could have just downloaded this and listened in my car like always. You guys are just talking like you always do.
Well, that's why Thursday you're going to have a stroke.
Shit. Well, maybe you'll get a bad test back from your doctor. That'll help too.
Oh, geez.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I don't really mean that. And I got you, by the way, I got your text. I don't know what's going on. You're playing with my emotions, you and your wife. I mean, I'm on my couch. I get this 3-letter text from you, and then I get another one from you saying it wasn't you, it was her. It was all, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. So my wife has a habit of grabbing my phone and texting random people like, I love you, you mean so much to me. You know, like these weird things that I would never like say on a text, right?
Yeah.
So I think, what did she put? I love you, or
I love you. I got out camping, I turned the jacket, I go, there's gonna be a story behind this. He didn't send it, it's from Lana, and then it beeped again, and it's from you going, that was from Lana, she grabbed my phone. I do love ya, though. Like,
I get to love you in there.
Oh, did you feel bad that she did that? So you feel like, well, I gotta say something to him. I don't want him to think like I'm going out of my way to let him know that I don't love the guy. That's like a lot of pressure Lana's putting on you. Is she doing that?
I know. Sometimes I don't find it until like 4 days go by because maybe I'm not texting that continuously.
Yeah.
And I'll find. You really mean the world to me. I don't know. I'm so glad we met when we did. Thanks for being a great friend. Like whatever. Or she'll put, I farted. It smells like shit. Like it's just weird stuff. She'll text people. I go, you can't do that.
What happens when they text back? Like I didn't respond, but what if they text back, I love you too, man, or something like that?
I've gotten that. Then I go, can't talk to this guy anymore.
I last week, right before I left town, I'll change the name here, but I went to call a Keith about something to do with the computers I work with, right? Mm-hmm. And I hit Keith, and I'm looking at the computer, and I'm waiting for him to say what's up, and I'm going to go right into my thing because we talk about this stuff. I hit a different Keith that I haven't spoken to in about 2 years. And he goes, hey, Pete, what's up? How are you? Right away, I hear the voice, and I realize I have the wrong Keith. Without skipping a beat, bro, like a well-trained thespian doing improv, I go, hey, bud, I'm just checking in with some old friends, see how you're holding up during all this shit, man. And he's like, hey, well, good, thanks for asking. I'm like, yeah, no. And then now in my head, all right, now I got to improv how to wrap this shit up.
Oh, man. You went the wrong way, man.
Really?
You know what I go? You know what I do?
What? Fucking hang up.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Oh.
Act like there's a back.
Don't you think they're wondering why you didn't go to where there's a better connection and call and try again, though? Oh.
Now, what I'm saying, I know they could hear, right?
Yeah.
And what I say is, I can't really hear you. It's coming in. I'm in a bad area. I'll try and call you back, and then I never do.
That's nice.
It just fades away, man. Good.
I would buy that too, because you don't call somebody and then try to backpedal your way out of it. You must really not be able to hear me. Man. I mean, I got this guy Keith telling me about his son. I'm like, hey, the fuck, guy? You're the wrong number, guy. I don't care that he's in Little League. The fuck? I like your method.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. We're going to go down to 33 at least after this.
Oh, bro. We're creeping up, man. We're creeping up.
So what are we doing? Are we calling John Mayer, Watt, Kevin James?
No, we're not doing
De Niro?
We're not doing any of this. We're doing the cast the way we do the cast. That's what the people like. They don't like these special guests, this, that, and the other thing. Hey, maybe we'll call Watt, see if he wants to get in. But I want to bring these people up, have like a back and forth, just find out a little bit about them. But I think we should have a couple things to start it off.
Right.
A couple things that we could talk about, and I saved some stuff here because we're going to wrap this up. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun experience and catapult us into the top 10.
I agree. Are you possibly having a wine or something, or no? Most likely.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I should bring a bottle in and have a couple smacks.
If we got 3,000 live people, man, maybe a nice recipe would be that. Whatever, bro. I'm just talking about regular shows. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Regular shows, bro. Regular shows. All right, guys. We're at 47. Keep this train rolling. Thanks for listening to the Pete and Sebastian Show. We will be posting clips. The last clip we posted, and I want to save this story for the Thursday night. I went down to get the pizza in downtown.
The Detroit pizza.
The Detroit pizza. Lana and I went down there, and I'll be telling the story this Thursday on the live show. But thanks for listening, and we will see you on Thursday.